Hello everyone, welcome to the video today. This is Beyond the Truth. Today we're going to be talking about Carthaginians to Jews. Everyone that has studied history has read something about the situation of the Jews in Spain. One of the biggest persecutions of Jews was in medieval Spain. They were ordered out of the empire and had to find a new home. Most of them were accepted by the Ottoman Empire, and they became the economic engine in all the major cities across the empire, controlling banking and trade. That is all known, but what I find intriguing is how there was such a large Jewish population in Spain at that time. A small tribe from the Levant that had such large numbers in immigration, it just doesn't really connect. Let us go back in time and analyze this further. And just maybe we will find an answer to this, and maybe even answer another big mystery, namely, what happened to all the Carthaginians in Spain. Jews are part of the Semitic group of people. Therefore, they were closely related with other populations that lived in the region: the Arameans, Phoenicians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and others. The only thing that differentiated the Jews from the other Semitic people, or tribes, call them what you will, was religion. While the other Semites had their own polytheistic religion, the Jew had at some point in history diverged from that and adopted monotheism. They were religious separatists, but linguistically and culturally and in all other ways they were not that much different from the rest of the Semites. And it's only logical that when the Phoenicians built a fast trade network across the Mediterranean that later grew to be the Carthaginian Empire, the Jews took part in all of that. The ancient world was pretty tolerant on religious issues, and especially in an empire like Carthage that was built on trade and profits. Nobody cared about the simple issues as to what god or gods one praised. Things changed when Christianity came on the world stage and was imposed by the Roman Empire all across the Mediterranean. Christianity, unlike all other previous religions that were tolerant, it was exclusive and it was militaristic. It was a case of if you are either with us or you are insignificant. Or a better way to say it, the emperor, hence the state, does business only with Christians and not with pagans. The mere word pagan is an insult. It doesn't mean what all historians say, that it means polytheist. It actually means peasants in a derogatory way, much like the term redneck is used in the US. In what was once the richest Carthaginian colony, Spain, after the Roman conquest, the population there faced exactly that issue. Their multi-god practices were seen as unacceptable by the newly Christianized Roman ruling apparatus, and making money in the new empire was only possible by conversion to Christianity. Many did in fact convert to Christianity, but there was another way as well. The only other religion that was tolerated by the new Christian church was the Jewish religion, because all the holy books were copied from the Jewish holy books, and Jews were seen as people of the book. And people being people, they always adapt. When their economical existence was threatened and they were up against the wall, they adapted, and most of the population of the Carthaginian, Phoenician, and Berber origin converted to Judaism, because that was the only way for them to continue functioning in the new established system. That is not a unique case in history. We have seen that in many regions and in Spain itself again too. When the Muslims conquered Spain, large part of the population converted to Islam, and then again, after the Reconquista, a large part of the population converted to Christianity. When the Christian kings reconquered Spain, a huge number of Muslim and Jews left Spain completely, but those are always mostly the poor peasant element, while the people that had high status and had held high positions and all the wealth, those people liked their status and didn't want that to change. So most of them became Christian overnight, and in fact they became the most Christian of the Christians, because they had to prove their devotion to the new religion. And that is why out of all places in the Christian world, Spain has the most elaborate Christian traditions and festivals and all that. Getting back to the point, when the Carthaginians were faced with losing their wealth, their place in society, and their lives as well as they knew them, they had adapted, as people always do, and the majority of them just became Jewish. They came from the same culture anyway, their languages were closely related, and it wasn't much of a change at all. Tell us what you guys think, and we'll see you next time.